Hi, Peter.
Hello.
I gotta tell you, you look legendary. The fact that you're a mixologist, you have my
Stop it,
respect
I like
already.
it.
I've downloaded your ingredients and I'm already like emailing them to my stepson at London School of Economics in the UK. So I think you're about to become his hero after this.
Happy days. Yeah, it's just nice and easy, something simple. And I thought some ingredients that like you most probably have in and around the house.
Listen, if people don't, they need to reprioritize. That's about the only
Like,
thing I
come
can say.
on, like really, eh? Like, what
well,
are you
well, as
doing?
MC of today, I didn't have the luxury to run down and get the ingredients, but I'm taking copious notes, so don't worry.
Winning. That's all we ask for.
Thank you. But
Happy days.
I think
How's the
it's
day
only
been?
been. I think it's only been received well today. I'm just looking here. I see they've got a pub quiz. They've got people. You've got a whole bunch of people already who have moving over from the speed networking session to you. So we're going to give it a handful of minutes just to make sure that everyone's involved. I've asked the technical team at the back to remind people how to navigate their way onto this virtually. All very confusing, but we'll get there.
Winning.
Yeah, we got to win. You got to start somewhere. Exactly.
That's it. You wake up and you start winning. That's what we can do,
Peter,
right?
while we're waiting, so as MC, I'm going to kind of just co-moderate this with you and just have a bit of a chat and then step aside and let you wow us with all your skills. But how did you get into mixology?
Whoa, mixology chose me. Let's put it that way, right?
I like the way you roll.
I always get asked about that, and to me, it's hospitality is just something that chooses you. It's I could have been a rock star, but then I didn't have the voice for it, so I just ended up behind the bar, and making this my stage and getting paid minimum wage for every gig that I do.
And tell me, do you do corporate events, or do you do something where it's like if someone's having a 50th, and have you ever thought of basically you're the showman who basically helps everyone get completely and utterly blotto but with style? Have you ever thought of doing something like that where you actually adding a value to a function?
Yeah. So funny enough, that's what I used to do when I was back home. So I used to do that quite a lot. I used to work with a bunch of groups and a bunch of brands. So I used to look after Red Bull and all of their big brands. I used to look after a few of the local brands like KWV, stuff for the guys at Stellenbosch, at Bosch and Dahl and stuff like that. So I used to do a lot of weddings, corporates, and train a lot of bartenders. But then now I find myself in Dubai in this beautiful, beautiful space.
Wow, so we've got you all the way from Dubai. This is radical. I didn't even know that.
Got me all the way from Dubai. And this space over here is a bar that I'm actually working on now. It's a project I'm working on now. So it's a venue that has 7 bars in it. And working on designing the cocktails with a really cool team. So we making the cocktails, we training up the bar team, and just a hired gun to just be naughty and loud as a bar assistant in the team.
Brother, you tell me you're not a rock star, right? Now I think you're smoking hot on this one. I think this is incredible, especially if you can pull it off in the UAE where alcohol is practically forbidden and you have been headhunted to go and set up 7 bars. Respect.
That's what we do, right? That's what we do. It's some people dig, but I just dig until I find that diamond. And
well, you're in the desert. Keep digging in that sand. Exactly. There are a lot of digging and sand pits there. And tell me, how did you get there? Before you kick into it, how did you actually get to Dubai?
So funny enough, I met a friend of mine 2 years ago in Amsterdam, and I was just met this guy in Amsterdam, and I was doing a global competition there, and we met each other. He was running a beverage program here in Dubai, and we just clicked from there, and we kept in contact ever since. And he kept on asking me yo, I needed to come to Dubai and do some stuff with me and this. Then he offered me a job in Greece, and I was just not nah, it's not my cup of tea. And
you got the 10. You don't need the 10.
Yeah, that's it. So I didn't want to do that. And then early this year, in February, he told me about this project, and he was like, look, I got this project. I really need you, and I need your energy in it. Are we going to make it happen? And he sent me the project over. I looked at it. I really liked it. And back home, I was in a little bit of a rut because obviously the industry has stop, start. with the lockdown and all that. So I just brought everything together, and I was just like, you know what, let me up and leave and come start something different here. So all the years I was back in South Africa were really beautiful. Like actually, like I was back home for like 5 years, and before that I was living in the US. So bartending and traveling in the US, and then 5 years in South Africa, out in Cape Town. So ran like the gin bar, the secret gin bar. Ran that, then I opened a venue called Botanical Bar. Then I started consulting and training bartenders, and now I'm in Dubai. So who knows where I go next?
I gotta tell you, well, something I always learned
I know, Taylor. I love the secret gin bar too.
Well, I gotta tell you, a book is made up of a lot of chapters. So rather you keep writing those chapters, and Africa still waits for you, as does Cape Town. And I have to tell you, we have Costa Contos, who clearly is Greek, and he says, well, that explains the lack of ouzo in your ingredients list. He feels you chose to buy him a Greece. You've let him down. He's going to need a second drink after this one. But everyone is loving your energy. So we're going to hand over. We're going to let you do your magic, wow us. But what I am going to ask you is make sure that either you type it in before you start, or you let us know your Insta handle, any contact details that we can laud you, applaud you, follow you, build up that brand, trip advisor you, whatever you need us to do. We are there to support you. So you're a hot export. We're proud of you, and we're there to do whatever we can. So keep that one in mind at the end or the beginning.
Thank you. Yeah, well, hey, what's happening, good people? How are you guys doing? Hey, look, they got me all the way out here in naughty Dubai. I thought I was getting a tan, but they lied to me. I'm just getting a bit more skinnier. I love it too, don't you? Guys, I'm Peter, the Gentleman Libesi, either known as the Gentleman, and I'm a bartender. Some of you guys call me a mixologist, but I prefer bartender because I look after everything. I look after the bar. I look after the chairs. I make sure the music is good. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to take you guys back to that little brick that you guys have out there. I actually haven't been to the brick, so next time I'm back in Cape Town, come on, one of you guys hit me up and let's make it happen. Please, 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 please. But before I start, guys, how is everybody doing today? Please let me know how are we doing today. Either put out in the comments, let me see what size, and then you can start making some drinks. Do you all have our ingredients? Do you all have the equipment? And look, if you don't have the ingredients, as long as you got the good stuff, some dirty tequila, you are winning. That's the main ingredient for this show, right? Okay, good people. Are we there? Talk to me. Are we ready? Are we good to go? We got all the ice. We got everything nice. So I was asked, it's about a month ago, if I could do this gig with you guys. And the first thing that came to mind was definitely I can. I don't care where I am, but I'm going to make sure I can do it and I can have a time with you. Because I heard about the breaks, and I just heard that you guys used to get very naughty, good networking times, and also really cool businesses. But besides that, it was just always about happy days, good camaraderie, and a few 1, 2, 3, hey, give me a body shot and don't tell me more. So I like that. And like that's the type of party that I'm about. And that's the type of, I'll say, mix that I'm always in and about, you know. So before we start this, we should start it properly. Let's all get our tequila. If you got a jigger, get a jigger. You got these? Yes? I'm going to believe that you guys are with me because I'm just going to go. And while we're doing this, pour yourself a shot. Because how else are you going to do this if you're not going to finish it off correctly? You've poured a shot in there. You've cleaned up the jigger. And woo! Baby, now we're talking. Right? Now we're talking. Now we're nice. Now we're going. And we're just going to keep on flowing. So I made us 2 really cool drinks that I want us to try today with the ingredients that we have. And if we have time, we'll definitely get on to the 3rd drink. That's what it's about. Just about us like working on it, working with the ingredients, and just seeing how versatile we can do some easy, good, tasty cocktails with what we have at home. And that's the thing. Like for me, it's I know that in the list I said, guys, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of ice. Because to have a good drink, you need to make sure, just like when you cook a steak, you need it on the gas, you need it nice and cooked. On the outside is beautiful. You want your plate nice and also warmed up. You're going to do that with this. So for me, my gas is ice. And as a bartender, the better the quality of the ice is, and the more ice I have in my drink, the longer my drink is actually at a good balance, but also the better the refreshment of the drink comes, right? So let's make a drink. Let's start with something nice and easy. So being here in Dubai, there's one thing that I really miss, and I miss Sparletta. And like you can't even get cream soda out here. So I wanted to play with something that like we don't really see when we're making cocktails or when we back home and playing around with like naughty little drinks to do. So I wanted to play on like a drink that becomes, in a sense, it's a little bit of like a tiki vibe, but then we're bringing back to the tequila note, you know? So we're bringing two different worlds together. We're bringing the party with the tequila, but we bring in the fun with, I don't have Sparletta, but what I did is I made me a homemade strawberry soda. So my strawberry soda, I just took water, strawberry syrup, a little bit of lemon juice in here, and that just bangs out. What I just do is I gas this bad boy up, the bubbles are in there, and now we're winning. So you guys have your Sparberry. You guys gonna get your highball. Make sure you get your highball. And how we're going to be making this drink is we're going to be building it. Building it is nice and easy, layer by layer, everything together, up with the beautiful lift, and we're good to go. Okay, are we ready to start? Are we ready to drink? Have we all got our shots in yet? Tell me yes and tell me it's all nice. Oh, yes. Boom, boom, boom. Ready, ready, ready. Let's go. Hey, okay, I'll come back. I'm still here. So, guys, now that we got everything together, we're ready to go. We're going to take a nice 50 mils of our Reposado. If you don't have Reposado, you can use any other tequila you want. But I like to go with the Reposado because the Reposado is a little bit more rounded. It is something that like has been played in the barrel. So it has a nice little like chill and a little bit more of a bigger tone to it. So if you're thinking of whiskey, if you're thinking of something like a rum, this is the closest that you're going to get when you're coming into the tequila. Obviously, your añejo is a little bit more aged, but that you just want to have like just on ice, nice and easy, nice and clean. Your white tequila is something that you just want to have that with a little bit of grapefruit juice. You're winning a bit of soda. Oh, baby, tell me it's pink and tell me it's something. That's nice. Okay, so let's get this. We're going to go a nice 50 of our tequila all the way in there. So, and you'll see, I haven't put any ice in here yet because you know what? We deal with the ice afterwards. What we're mainly dealing with is making sure that we got our ingredients in there. So I go 50 mils of our tequila, then orange juice. Orange juice is just to round it up and give us that nice little, beautiful, fresh citrus note, but then it's not too much, right? So in a sense now we're doing a naughty. We could say, hello, it's a mimosa, but we've taken out the MCC and the champagne, and we just put in the hard, good stuff that is naughty spirit, baby. Okay, now that we've got our orange juice and our tequila in here, we go for what's lovely, what's nice, a bit of lemon or lime juice. The lemon or lime juice, guys, you're just going to go 15 mils. And the main reason is like whenever you're doing something that has like a juice in it, I always find that it's always about making sure that with your lemon or with your orange juice or with your grapefruit, with an apple juice or so, you always want to balance with a bit of that lemon or lime juice. Because whenever making a cocktail, that balance is that one thing that's going to like actually tie everything together. And where you're getting your guy that mixes them together, just like when you're making gin, you need that juniper to marry all the flavors together. And here with tequila, you need that agave to make sure it brings out all that juice and bring all those other notes together. Your lemon is what does that in most of your cocktails. So whenever you have like just one ingredient and you find that it's a little bit off, add a bit of that lemon or lime juice, and it's most probably going to tie everything together, build it nice and easy, and then it is a bang up show. Okay, so now we got all that together, guys. Just give it a nice little stir in your glass there. Pinkies up, never forget. So for me, I've got a naughty little bad boy, right? Call this bad boy a bar spoon. If you don't have a bar spoon, use a wooden spoon. You know, mommy used to tap you on that bad boy with a little bit of a ladle. Use that bad boy. Don't run away from it now. Enjoy it now, right? Cool. Why our lectures like this? Oh, man, energy like this is not boats. Energy like this is, whoop! Baby! Now that over there is a drink in itself. What more do you need? Right? Cool. So, Ice, good people. Your best friend in the bar. We're best friend. We're never making a drink. I'm icing all the way to the top. You see that? I'm not leaving anything behind. All the way to the top. And that's what it's about. Then we're going to get back home. Please can someone jump on the screen and show me a can of Sparberry? Because I really miss that good, delicious that we don't have out here. But I've made me my own little rendition of it. And we're just going to top it up. Nice and easy. Look at that color too. Looks a little bit like a sex on the beach. Oh, hello. Who's going to be getting naughty tonight? Shh, I didn't say anything. All right, beautiful color. One nice little lift. Oh. And I think we're golden, right? Sometimes you need to garnish your drink. For me, I'm not so big on garnishing my drinks, but I am gonna garnish this drink. Because why not? I got a few little naughty guys around. I got a raspberry. I'm gonna eat that. Hello. Okay. And I got a strawberry. Cut my strawberry in a bit. Put it there on the side. Get an orange. Nice little peel there. And all I'm going to do with the orange is I'm just going to throw it on top. Right? Just get the oils out there. And then I'm just going to massage my glass with the oils on the outside. Take this bad boy. We'll see it next week. I don't need that. I just need this good stuff, right? And that's it. That's it, guys. This drink, we can call it a Cape Town Sunset. Right? Don't really have a name for it, but I'll call it Cape Town Sunset. If you guys have a name, let's put the names on the side and let's see what's the best name. And for those that aren't drinking alcohol, all you do is you do the same drink that I did, but you just minus the good stuff. You minus the party, right? Because you the party now then, right? Without this is a rave. Now it's just a jam, a jam. A jam, a rave, jam. Okay, happy days. Good people. Now that we've done all that, we didn't do all this not to try it. Okay, so we're gonna jump onto it and we're gonna try it. Give me a sip. I'm gonna give you a sip, but start by saying cheers. Ding. Okay, and it goes down. Oh, I'm just going to leave her here. She can finish off because I just need to have a word over here. Baby, are you joking? Like they say on a Saturday, are you having a laugh? How does that taste? Tell me, guys. Tell me, how does it taste? Tell me what you guys think. Any questions? If you guys have your drinks out, I would like to see a picture of a drink or two. And we can take it and play from there. Oh, Big G, Rogue V. Yes, you know, it's all that's right. Naughty and delicious. Oh, any questions, good people? Any questions? Are we still on track? Is everything nice? Is everything flowing just correct? Oh, I'm going to have one more sip. Okay. Yes. I am loving this one.
Peter, you solid, brother. You're a legend. I don't know if you've been following all the quotes, but when you get the director of the business school who comes from Harvard and has lectured at UCLA and you name it around the world, she's an Asian tigress. And she is sitting here saying, we are going to, quote unquote, trademark the drink and sell it to raise money for a scholarship for the MBA. I mean, we need to YouTube you as a promo video. This is what you learned when you join the business school. So as I'm an auctioneer, I will handle the auction any day.
I'm about that. Just give me 10%. That's all I need. 10% of whatever the person gets his MBA. I want 10% of their first salary, please.
We love it. When you
name the
come to
scholarship
Cape Town,
after
so then
me.
we can drink your Cape
Yeah.
Town.
Just name the scholarship
Everyone
after
wants to
me,
know.
then it's all yours. No worries. It's all good.
You see, entrepreneurialism, social awareness, and capitalism. We love it. You're balancing everything. I think all we want to know is when are you coming back so we can just steal you, kidnap you, and have a show, and we will pay for this. This is legendary.
Man, like it's a tough one, and like I've only been here for like 5 months at the moment, so I need to like get my feet in a bit, but I'm definitely gonna be back home in like the next year. So middle of next year, I'm definitely coming back home. So when I do come back home, I will let everyone know.
You promise us, and I'm happy to get involved with Catherine that we actually put together some social function at the break. So you get there. We will raise money. We'll do an auction. We will have you doing what you do well, which is definitely entertaining with style, class, and sass. You are phenomenal.
Naughty, that's nice, that's delicious, and we don't leave it hanging. Okay.
That's the cherry.
Okay, good people. Now that we've got the first drink, and like why I wanted to do this one first is because it's nice, it's easy, it's light, right? It's a nice introduction to tequila because you still get the tequila, but at the end of it is that the tequila is not that rough. So as much as the drink itself has a beautiful flow, you got the beautiful raspberry there, you got that beautiful orange and that sour from the citrus coming together, and then you got the light, beautiful hint of the tequila at the end. It tells you a beautiful journey. It just makes you want to take your shoes off, go walk somewhere, look at the sunset, walk in the sand, and tell me I'm chilling and tell me that I'm with good people around me and I'm having a good laugh. And that's what I want. And that's what I wanted to start us with. Something nice, easy, light, and not so aggressive, right? But I know all of you guys, definitely with your late nights at the break and also just your late nights studying, making sure that you got all your notes for your NBAs and all that, you must have always wanted one naughty stiff drink. And to have a stiff drink, it's all about making it balance and come together. So we can either do one or we could do the other. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to do something that is always an ode to what a classic cocktail is. And the best classic cocktail for me, besides a martini, is an old fashioned. And an old fashioned talks the truth about making sure you understand what the spirit is about, which in our sense, the spirit is the naughty master, our 1800 reposado, right? So in our sense, the spirit is going to be our tequila, but you can always do this with the whiskey too. But what we're going to do with it, because you're doing tequila, we're either going to go maple syrup or some agave. And the agave plays beautifully with this bad boy because tequila is made from agave. So I use agave syrup because I want to bring out those naughty notes. I want to bring up that nice, gummy, sweet, beautiful texture of what the sweetness that is already in here and just lift it up a bit and give you a little bit of orange bitters or any bitters at home, and I got some chocolate bitters. So for me, I'm being a bit naughty. I've got like a nice little array of bitters that I could use, but I like to use my chocolate and orange just to bring out that nice decadent notes there. And this drink, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be throwing it, right? I'm going to throw it. You guys are going to stir it, right? So I'm going to throw. Y'all going to stir. Let's say it one more time. Pete gon' throw, y'all gon' stir. Pete gon' throw, y'all gon' stir. Come on, Pete gon' throw, ooh, y'all gon' stir. Pete gon' throw, y'all gon' stir. Ooh, okay. I love it. It just works. It just works. Oh. Trekking in Dubai. I get it out here. I get it. Cool. So, guys, this drink, old fashioned. The beautiful thing about an old fashioned is that it's called an old fashioned, and it's called that. It used to be called just a cocktail because back in the day, they just used to make, when there's literally no cocktails out there, people took whiskey, bitters, and sugar, and putting those together, it ended up being a cocktail. So people will go to bars, every bar around the world in the US or this is back in the US. So like in the US or if you're in the UK and you go to a bar, you go out in the West and you like go want a cocktail. The only thing you say is like, can I get a cocktail? And a cocktail would be whiskey or spirit of any kind, bit of sugar and bitters, and that is it. That is a cocktail, and forever in its name, it kept on. It is known as a cocktail until bartenders started coming around and seeing what more can I do with alcohol. Oh, I can add a bit of fruit here. Oh, I can add a little bit more of a liqueur here. Oh, I can actually add some soda to it. So then we understood, okay, what is this cocktail going to be called? That's a Basil Smash. That's a Boulevardier. That's a Negroni. That's a Bee's Knees. And all these cocktails started coming to life, right? But the one cocktail that was always known as the start of cocktails was the old fashioned. So after, when people would go to bars and you'd have all these drinks on a menu list and be like, what are all these drinks? I just want that old fashioned, because that's what we used to do back in our days, you know. Like right now, you listen to music, you don't even know what people are saying anymore. Just no music is real no more. So we just want to get that old good stuff that makes me wanna flow. Baby, yeah, you know it's that go. When I pour it, ooh, I sip it, yeah. And I know my toes are weak. Tell me now. Okay, cool. So, like I say, this drink, we're going to be throwing it. I'm going to be throwing it. You guys are going to be rolling it. So, what you need for this is, I'm going to eat a raspberry. You guys are going to need either a mixing beaker, or you're going to need a mason jar, or you can even just make the drink in the glass itself. All right? So what you're taking is, you're going to be taking your lovely reposado. So since I'm throwing it, just going to add it back in there. So my reposado, I take a nice 50. So 2 fingers of that bad boy, all the way to the top, and okay, 50, guys. If I'm not looking, you're not counting. So let it be, and let it be. Okay, we go 50 of our reposado. Then you're gonna take our bitters, whatever bitters you have. 1, 2, 3. So I go 3 of my chocolates. And then I'm going to go 1 of my orange. Whoop. Happy days, happy days. Now we're at a good point. Now we're moving easy, and now we're mixing properly, right? And then we're going to take our agave. Our agave or our maple syrup, you don't need that much. You just need just enough. And all I'm just going to put is like, it's about a bar spoon, about 5 mils, right? Nice and easy. It's all in there. Now I'm happy. Now everything is in there. All is together. And I'm going to take my bad boy here, and this way you take your ice and you put your ice into your mix, right? And once you've got your ice in your mix, you're going to start stirring. Mixing all that together. While you stir, all I do is throw. And you stir, and all I do is throw. And you stir, but baby, I'm going to throw. And I'm going to do it one more time. Come on. I'm going to stir, and all you do is throw. Yeah. I'm a stir, and all you do is throw. And I'm a stir. But let's go around the world. Ooh. And you tell me it's right, all right, okay. And that's where it plays. It's nice and easy. And why do I throw it? This is something that's really cool. Us as bartenders found from actually seeing what wine sommeliers used to do. So a lot of wine sommeliers, what they do is when they take their wine, they like to aerate it, right? So they take it and they like pour it from a nice long angle. So the more it gets that aeration, the more the wine actually opens up more. And there's, so the wine opens up more, but it's also really beautiful on your palate. So what it ends up doing is that when you're drinking the cocktail, when you're drinking whatever the cocktail is, the cocktail has a lot more of a body, and it just pops. Oh, it's like a little cloud on your palate, right? And that's it. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice color. Naughty sound to it. And we're just going to top it up with some ice. Oh, look at that. Beautiful color. nice, clean, transparent. And since I threw it, you can see the silkiness of it, the transparency of it, but also what it's going to do on my palate. It's just going to take me home and say, hello, boy, we on our way to Flavor Town. Okay. Hello, boy, we on our way to Flavor Town. Are you guys ready for Flavor Town? But before we get to Flavor Town, we got to remember, we need to first get our garnish, which for here is just going to be a nice orange peel. Whoop. And if you want to be a bit fancy, just give it a nice little cut up there. See, I got some scissors, so I'll clean it up on the side. Oh, happy days, happy days. Oh, baby, tell me. Happy days. So that's my garnish now. Looks a little bit more naughty, a little bit more open up. And then, again, I'm just going to express my oils around there and just go around. Nicely coat the side of the glass. Because the whole thing is that, why we actually do this as bartenders is a big thing. It's a thing of like, for us, whenever making cocktails, we try and make sure that we get it. We're giving you that whole experience, right? You walk into my bar, the first thing you do when you walk in the bar, you smell the area of the bar, right? You smell those little notes in the bar. And then the next thing you're hearing the bartender shaking. You're hearing the good music. You're hearing like the crackle of this. You're hearing like, oh, metal and sin on glass. So all this sends like a nice little nostalgic experience to you, and it tells you that you're in a place that actually is about to get up and jumpy. But when I'm making you a drink, when I make you that drink and I express the oils and I throw the oils on the side there, I'm now doing another thing for you, is that the more you're touching the glass and the more you're sipping from it, those oils express onto your hands, right? And when they're on your hands, you touch your face. You make sure you're all good. By the end of the night, when you're leaving, you touch your face, everything is all good. The last thing you smell is that beautiful orange that accompanied your cocktail, or that beautiful scent of lemon or lime that accompanied your cocktail. So I've left that on your hands. By the time you get home, you're sitting there, you're like, oh, tomorrow I want to go back to that bar, because what I did is I touched all your senses, from giving you that beautiful vibe of me just being a cool-ass OG in the bar, coming all up, making sure that everything around the music is good, the sound is good, the lights are just perfect, but not just the drinks, but the whole atmosphere. And that's why I always say, I'm a bartender. A mixologist is like what I do before the show. I study, I understand, I know everything about what I need to put out in the show. But that you guys never see, right? It's what I do behind the curtains. Then when I get out here, I become the bartender and I make sure that everyone is with it. The person walking in is smiling. You guys are smiling. You guys are having a good time. And I know when to ask you when to get another drink or how to direct you, because I am your tour guide. And as a bartender, I need to make sure that I am guiding you the best way possible and making sure that the room and everyone is comfortable, is having a good time, and they're going to leave with that experience that they want to come back and be with me again next week, this time nowhere else, baby. Tell me that. I spoke too much. It's time to drink. Okay. Cool. Now let's get a sip in here, good people. Let's get a sip in here. Cheers. Boom. Do we all have a nice gin old-fashioned yet? Tequila old-fashioned. We all got a nice tequila old-fashioned? Yes, no, maybe next week? I'll say yes. And then now it's time to have a sip, guys. Oh. Okay. Now that there to me is a lot more sophisticated. That there for me has a lot more body for it. And that there is actually taking and making sure that the tequila is telling me the story. The tequila is actually holding up. But the tequila is not aggressive, because what we've done is we've balanced the tequila with a nice little bit of that sugar syrup, the agave, and then that bitters just balances out more. So you're getting that burst of, yes, the spirit is there, but the spirit is not harsh. Then you're getting that beautiful, nice bitterness, but it's finished by like that glue. And that's your maple syrup, that's your sugar syrup, and that's your beautiful sweetness. That's what it is. We just play around and we just have a good time. And while I'm doing it, I make sure I give it to you. I send you on a good journey and you make the memories because that's what we're here for. I'm just about making sure that I allow you guys to make the best memories with the best experience as we go. And I hope you guys are doing, and I hope you are doing that. And if you are not having alcohol, it's all good. It's fine. I got you. So I know that you got some of that rooibos, right? You made some rooibos tea. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Take me back to the boss. Huh? So you made some of that rooibos tea. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to take about 70 ml of your rooibos tea, add a little bit of your bitters in that, and then you're just going to take a nice bar spoon, 5 ml or a teaspoon of sugar, and you're going to pour that in your rooibos tea. Stir that up nice and cold. Throw it over ice. Nice little orange zest over there, or if you want an orange slice, and I'm telling you, it's a good time. It's a recipe for a fun time. You can't go wrong because, man, it's made just right. Okay. So tell me, guys, have one more sip and tell me what we're doing. Oh. Oh. Woo. No. You stop it now. You stop it now. Because I am telling you, we've got something good over here. Guys, all you guys that are running the Twin Peak tomorrow, I hope you have a lot more of this ready for you tonight. Because, hey, who says you're going to enjoy a run if you're not a little bit hungover, you know? Then you actually have a proper reason to make it, right? You have a proper reason to get to the race, right? Oh, give me one more sip and tell me something nice. Oh, yes. This is just a recipe for a good time, yeah. This is a recipe for a fun time. We got 2 really good drinks, made so simple, and I don't really think that 80% of the time you have to go out to get what you got here. Because all this is really nice, it's really easy, and it actually brings, and it's so simple to make because it's things that you have in house. And the whole thing about this is, look, I've given us the recipe, right? But remember, a recipe is just a guideline. It's all up to you how you want to make this work. So if the recipe doesn't work for you, throw it out and do what you need to do. But just remember the guidelines. The guidelines are balance. Remember that from your strong, you need something that's going to add that nice weakness. You need something that's going to add a nice sour and something that's going to actually allow the sweetness to balance up with that sour. And once you've done that, you're golden. You can never, ever stop being creative with what you make. Don't worry about what Google says. Worry about what creativity you have when you want to make cocktails. Whatever's in and around the house, play with it. Have fun with it. Make a syrup. It's not hard to take orange peels, lemon peels, old apples and that, throw them in a blender, add some sugar, add some water, blend that up and have a naughty-based fruit syrup. Do that. Play around. Don't be afraid. Because at the end of the day, all you're going to be doing is, hey, enjoying the good stuff while you're having a fun time. And that's what it's about, good people. I am Peter, the Gentleman Levisi. I'll put it down here so you guys know who to follow on Instagram. Nice and easy. Nothing too much. It's just, hey, if you want to have a fun time, if you want to learn a few more drinks, I'm there. And I'm always going to be the person that replies back to you. So no one runs my Instagram. I run it myself. And I make sure that, hey, I'm true. I get to know you guys. You guys get to know me. And at the end of the day, it's all about us having a good time. And hey, remembering that if I can smile at the person next to me and they go and smile at someone else, we actually make everyone else smile. We're just having a right time. So the best way to go with it, let's make the world a better place. Let's have a good time. But let's remember, smile and say hi to someone because we never know where it's going to end up, right? We just might find ourselves in the breaks. Or we might find ourselves running the Twin Peaks. Let's go, baby! Okay. Well, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to enjoy this show while I look at this show and see who actually enjoys my show.
Well, Peter, I can tell you now, you got a lot of follows, and only 9 people are able to keep pushing messages through. But you've got 20 things flying like this. You've had like over 30 people watching you going, you are legendary. So I think we could think of no better way to close off this 2021 conference with the 3 peaks looming over us ahead. You're epic. You're fun. You're brilliant. I think you can definitely count on a loyal Insta following. Everyone's downloaded and saved your mixology ingredients. I think you're going to have some followers on Instagram. Just keep it going, keep it rocking, keep smoking. And whoever got you onto this conference, I think they deserve the GSP Director Award of 2021 because they clearly have their priorities right and they know how to get up on it.